Okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit about the first two nodes for the Mutant Doom 2.0. This is my Axemen team. I don't have my Axemen team up to where it needs to be yet to breeze through it or go into 2.1, 2.2, etc. The recommendations I have are all five of them at level 85. I think you can get away with just, at least until Doom 2.2, you can get away with just the big three right here: Bishop, Jubilee, Beast at G15. I brought up Kitty and Iceman to G14 for Doom 1.1. And also, I just have an enormous stockpile of mutant gear, except for Miasma. Uh, so I already had them there, but you will have to take them to 14. It's not really possible to do it consistently with them at G13, G12, like I had been doing for a very long time. So your first order of business should be all five of them 85. First three right here, G15. These two, G14. These are the ISOs that I highly recommend. Beast is a little bit of a toss up for me because I have had some times where I wish I had the extra healing. However, the basic flipping positive effects into negative effects is just it's just way too important. I rely on this heavily, um, so I really think that for this you definitely want to have him as skirmisher because you really will see it get resisted quite often, and I get it resistant quite often on certain characters. Most importantly, on the boss node, I almost never get to flip the offense up on Taskmaster. So I would not try go as fourth as healer. I do have him as rank one healer, just so you know. Like I have tried it with rank one healer. That's actually what I had him as for the longest, just because I ran Kitty and Iceman lower and relied on them to go low into health for him to get speed bar. But since I don't rely on that now that they're higher item level, I'm gear level, and they're going to be higher level, this strategy won't really work. So that's why I switched fully over to skirmisher, and I'm planning to take him to rank three skirmisher. I'm going to take all of them to rank three on the ISO sets that you see. So that is what I would advise for you guys to do. Okay, now actually into the node. So I just recorded this earlier, not just a little while ago. Let's see what it looks like. All right, I forgot I was playing music, so let me lower this. So this is the first node. I really don't have any issues with the first node. I could pretty much do this in my sleep. I can't really autoplay it yet, just because you do have to select targets. But first things first, you want to get that off. Kill the Greg. So a lot of this you're going to see is just taking full advantage of Greg for turn meter and making sure that you keep Squirrel Girl locked down. You want to basically keep killing Greg early until you can stun Squirrel Girl so that she doesn't remove all your debuffs. I kind of play this really sloppily just because I know I can. But also you want to kind of keep Hela alive to the very end to keep Greg up before the next wave spawns. I mean, you have to kill her before the next wave spawns, but you want her to be last to have as much turn meter as possible. I think I killed her a little early. Okay, so I had got lucky that Jubilee was my first assist, so Bishop did no damage. Alright, going after Jubilee because my Jubilee has the assist. So since I got the blind on Jubilee, my second stun would normally be going onto Jubilee to stop her from getting a stun. If I had never gotten an assist on Jubilee to blind her. But since I did, I'm going to now just basically ignore Jubes for a while, and you'll see. Alright. It's important here to get slows on everybody. If you had a G13 Iceman, you're not getting those slows on the board. Okay, she's stunned, so now I'm going to ignore her. this point, the most important target to get rid of is Bishop, just because the occasional taunt could screw up the turn order. I didn't really need to use the ultimate right there, but I wanted to kill Greg and get some chip damage on everybody else. And now I'm just going to turn my attention basically entirely to Silver Surfer, I believe. Oh, I was able, again, you would not land that stun with sub G14 Iceman and not having Skirmisher on him. So for those of you that have Raider, good luck. Okay, I think the only reason I went for Jubilee there is because I could use my Jubilee special to spread all the debuffs. I don't really think, hindsight, I don't really think it would have mattered that much because I'm going to just work everybody else so easily. But, like, all this control right here lets me pretty much do anything I want. I think the only reason I'm really going after Moondragon is I just really don't want her to rewind the wrong person. See, I did kill Hela a little early, but it doesn't matter. And now we're just going Squirrel Girl. This node is already over. I have way too much time. Like, I definitely paused earlier in the video a little bit just because I was recording. Yeah. Oh, so one quick thing. When these pop, you definitely don't want to go onto Bishop right away. You want to clear the taunt off of Red Guardian, because any damage is going to clear it off of Bishop, really. But damage isn't going to clear it off of Red Guardian. You actually need to strip it. And that's another benefit of having 4 skirmishers, is they're just going to strip buffs. And I think here you're going to see me go on autoplay in a second just to get cooldowns. Auto basic anyway, just to get some cooldowns back up. And then, yep, and then you'll probably see me switch off. Because my team at this power level is not strong enough to auto basic Silver Surfer down without a heal block. He's just going to laugh it off and eventually never die. But I was just doing the auto basic to get some abilities back. The blind was on him, so it doesn't really matter if he takes a turn, because that happens, everything misses. And now you'll actually see me play out the node and kill Silver Surfer, who is the priority target here. Red Guardian is just so damn slow, and Bishop by himself is kind of just not very good. The only thing, if there were more units up, Bishop can be annoying when he gets a taunt and screws up the turn order. I probably shouldn't have used that there. Actually, it won't matter, but you have to be cognizant of whether or not that ability is going to be back up for the start of the next node. Alright, first node. How much time do I have left? So I had 112 left with my team, which you saw at the beginning. I'll bring it up one more time. This is my team. I had over a minute left. Very easy to do, super manageable. No chance of really losing. Bare minimum team. You could probably do it with a little bit less because that first node is just really, really easy. But the second node is not as easy. There's a very big timeout issue. I have gotten the second node down on a one shot, but I don't have the kill order in muscle memory yet. So and it's very unforgiving at this team power size. It's very unforgiving if you don't get if you do something out of incorrectly. If you mess up one turn order, I'll show you the video next in my next video. I don't think I won. I'm pretty sure I did not one tap it because I got a couple things incorrect, but I'll show you the general order. And this is the size of the team I think is bare minimum if you want to be able to get at least the first node down on a one shot. This team does allow you to get the first 2 nodes down without having to do any heals whatsoever. This is not big enough for the boss node, not even close. I think I probably need to be at least 720k-ish. Maybe a little bit less if I play really, really well for the boss node to get a clean 2-tap without losing anyone. But with this team, I can still two-shot the boss node. It's 50-50. Sometimes I lose members, sometimes I don't. It really depends on the first turn. But we'll talk about that in another video. Again, so this right here is what I recommend for your Mutant Axeman team. Take them even higher. 85 all across. G14 Iceman Kitty and G15 Beast, Jubilee, and Bishop. Level 85 across the board, which I am working my way towards. I only have Bishop at 85. I'll have Jubilee layer this week and probably Beast layer this week too. And then next week I'll have probably Iceman 85 and Kitty 82 or 83. Maybe 85, depending on how lucky I get with gold pulls. Alright, on to the next video.